Oh God! Oh Jesus! This is all Joe's fault. Oh God, Thorfinn! Oh God! Oh! Thorfinn's dead! Ah, he's dead!
I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another PUBG video. Today I have a question for you guys. Do you guys, and let me know in the comments what your answer is. Do you guys ever feel when you're playing PUBG that you have to push gunfights just to get kills? Do you ever feel like the enemies you're fighting will just let you walk away as long as you stop shooting at them? I had some really crazy gunfights in this one, but I also had some where I had to get on proximity chat and tell people, come on and fight me, stop hiding. Let me know how you guys like to play, and let me know what experiences you have with other players, whether or not it's hard to get them to engage you in a gunfight. Here's a good example right here. I was chilling here. I knew there was a guy upstairs, so I got on proximity chat, and I said, hey, buddy, I know you're in there. Why don't you just jump down and fight me? And he actually did. Look, right here. He just... I challenged him, and he accepted the challenge. Then there's another guy hiding in this house. I mean, I feel like that's something you should probably do more towards the end of the game, because when you're in the top 10 or the top 5, you really want that win, so you don't just want to run out and challenge people. But in the beginning of the game, it's like, who cares if you die? Just restart. You know, the game just started. So there's actually like 5 people that landed here, including me. That guy too. I didn't even know he was there. I took cover from the guy that was shooting at me, went up by this wall, and this guy just walked out the door right in front of me. So I was like, cool. So I went to run away, and this guy is still on the roof over there. So I challenged him. He probably couldn't hear me from over here, but I challenged him. I was like, come off that roof and fight me like a man. But I knew he wouldn't. I knew he probably couldn't hear me from this far away on the proxy chat, but I like screamed it into my mic. He's like, come over here, fight me like a man. So I pull out the VSS and just start running up here, seeing what I can do. And then there's this crazy guy over here, and I'm thinking to myself, is that him? I'm like, no way he ran out into the field and ran back. There's 2 of them. So after this guy started shooting me on the wall, my idea was to get him killed by the guy on the roof. So I'm like, let me bait him into this house. Or let me bait him and let him know I'm in the house. See if he'll take cover and wait for me to come out. And then it worked. He got shot by the guy that's camping on the roof. At this point, I wasn't sure if the guy was on the orange roof or this ledge right here. So now I'm pretty sure he's on the orange roof, but I'm checking around just to be safe. So I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to go up here, and there he is. And fortunately, I got some good hits on him. I had very low health, just a little less than half. So if he would have just got 2 hits on me, it would have been over. But we're still going. I found this guy driving past in the Jeep and decided to chase him. I love getting in car chases, man. And somebody started shooting at this guy while I was chasing him. So I decided to try and roadkill. But he jumped right out of the way. Fortunately, I was able to get out of the car and just waste that guy. That's one of my favorite things to do, is driving up to people and jumping out of the car. Of course, if you come up against a good player, you're going to die every single time you try to jump out of the car. It's not going to be good. So I jumped out of the car to fight this guy. I couldn't get an angle on him right here, but this is kind of making me mad. I'm like, do you want to fight me or just keep running around the car? Somebody sniped me from far away right there. I was like, there's no way that guy just did all that damage right there. You know, maybe he did, but it felt like I got sniped. And then as I ran away, somebody else shot at me. I went to loot, and I get sniped in the shoulder again. So it's like, man, I'm having so many close calls. My health has been so low from these gunfights, and definitely the people that are shooting at me are definitely not going to run up and attack me at that house. I could tell that they were just taking long shots at me. So I just ran out, and they couldn't get me. Found a buggy. Just went driving around until somebody started shooting at me. That guy was hitting my buggy hard, so I wasn't sure if getting out to fight him was such a good idea. But I knew if I kept driving the buggy, it would probably blow up. So this engagement actually turned into a little longer engagement than I wanted it to be. Another close call. This guy's got my health down pretty low, and he's got a sniper rifle, which I really want. Right now I've got the DP28 and the SLR. So what would really be good is to switch the DP28 out for an AK and the SLR out for a Car 98 or an M24. But when I heard that this guy had a sniper rifle, I was like, I have to have it. I really have to have it. Also, I need to practice my grenade throws. That guy threw one right at me. I always end up throwing them way too far. They bounce so much. But when I try to throw them not so far, it's like they never make it. I can't find the medium ground. I need to practice throwing grenades a little more. So this guy's dead. My vest is gone. As I start to loot him, I hear something else, like somebody else coming. But I did have time to grab the Kar 98. And sure enough, there's another guy coming to investigate the gunfight. I wish more people played like this, where they would actually come looking for a fight. Oh man, that DP-28. It's such a potato gun sometimes, man. Sometimes it's dead on, and other times it just jumps around so much you can hardly control it. Another grenade that I threw way too far. Jeez. So now we've got a standoff, a tree-to-tree standoff here. One of my favorite things to do in PUBG is have a tree-to-tree standoff. I hate this, especially when the zone is coming in. You know, it's like, who wants to peek first? Who wants to peek first? Usually, the way it works in these kind of fights, at least for me, the way it works, is the guy that sits there and peeks with his head out is an easy kill, because when you're playing in third person, you can see them before they can see you. So I just decided to calmly do some looting, switch my guns out since this guy's not being aggressive. Then I decided to take my chances by showing him exactly where I am and seeing if I can snipe him when he pops out. Pretty sure I got a hit on him there, but that was so close. You see what I mean? The person that peeks first is usually at a disadvantage when you're playing third person. Sometimes when you're playing first person too, but I think you'd have a much better chance in first person with these fights, because the other guy's definitely not going to see you peek if he's taking cover behind the tree and not already peeking himself. So he threw some smoke, and I just can't figure out what this guy's going to do. Like, the zone's going to come in a minute and a half. I think it's going to be phase 3, so it's not going to be the type of blue zone where you can just chill in. It's going to hurt quite a bit. And we're so far away from the next zone, it's a huge run. So I'm like, come on, guy, let's do something here. I don't necessarily want to peek my head out, but at the same time, I'm like, something's got to happen. So I'm like, let me just see if I can tempt this guy out. Put a couple, because he's not doing anything. I tempted him out, but it cost me my helmet. So here goes another first aid kit. So many close calls in this game, man. So many close calls. All right. Fortunately, that other guy had a helmet. I'm standing on a crate, so I just picked his helmet up. I swapped out the cheek pad for the bullet loops to get that fast reload. He peeked, shot him right in the head. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you peek first in third person mode, it's almost a guaranteed death. You just show the other guy where you are, and you give him a chance to line you up. And you should never peek first unless you know exactly where the other player's head. Ooh, nasty. Unless you know exactly where the other player's head is going to pop out. I don't usually get moving headshots like that all the time, but I felt confident I could get that guy because he was moving in a very, very predictive pattern. Then I hear a truck coming in through the blue. This is one of those games where it's just like I've got a couple people that have given me some kills. I've had a couple crazy gunfights. Now we've got 10 kills, and there's still 14 people left. Now I'm just worried that I won't get a chicken dinner. I'm like, man, I've got so many kills. I really want to get this chicken dinner. Do you guys ever feel like that? You get a whole bunch of kills, get into the top 10, and then you're like, shit, I don't know if I'll survive. So I just decided to keep going. I didn't want to play too campy, but at the same time, I didn't want to play like a complete maniac, you know what I mean? I didn't want to play like a maniac. I wanted to move along the edge of the blue. I wanted to kind of take my time, stop at each tree, just make sure I didn't see any snakes, because the snakes and the tree campers are really what kills you. That was pretty lucky that I was able to shred that guy on full auto from that far away with the AK while doing a little bit of strafe movement. I kind of panicked right there and just pulled the sight up and let loose with the full auto spray, and it actually worked. That's why we have the compensator on the AK. Now this guy, level 3 helmet, I couldn't tell if I hit him or not there. And again, I couldn't tell if I hit him or not there. I just wanted to get a quick follow-up shot, because if I hit him in the head, one more shot would have done him in. So I got another grenade, which I'm pretty sure I also threw too far. Yep, way too far. This guy's behind the tree, getting another nade ready. And then all of a sudden I hear somebody sniping, and they killed him. I can see on the kill feed, he just got killed. I can tell from the direction it came from, that was the guy that killed him. So I let my other grenade go, and I take off over here. Now there's only 8 left. We're in the top 8. Kar 98, AK. My heart is pounding. It's pounding, all right? So I'm like, I don't know where I can go. There's probably a guy in the window here. What am I going to do? You know that feeling when you don't really know where to go. I see this guy out here, so I just decided to give him all my attention. And I wasn't able to get the headshots on him, but I got two nice hits while he was moving. Then I decided to hit him up with the AK, and I finished him right before he got to that tree in mid-jump. And now we're up to 13 kills, and I'm just thinking to myself, please, please let me get the chicken dinner. So I wait for the zone to close a little more. Look how small that circle is. Look how small it is. I heard the grenade go off, and I think to myself, that's some good sound cover. People are probably going to be looking to the direction where the grenade came from. So I'm going to try to make my move right now and get into the final zone. And I'm pretty sure there's a guy up here, and I see him right by the rock. It's a snake. So glad I saw the snake. Now we're up to 14 kills, and I'm just thinking, man, there's 3 left. There's 3 enemies left, 4 total. What's going to happen here? So I chill on this rock until I hear some gunshots going off. I see this guy. I figure he might be hurt from that fight he was in, so I'm going to be aggressive with this guy. Get a nice headshot on him with the AK full auto. And then I see a guy right on the edge of that smoke. Look, right there. He just went into smoke. So my goal right here is to just kind of wound him, see if I can get him wounded. He comes right up to the car. Exactly what I wanted him to do. And we get the 16 kill chicken dinner. And of course I had to show him some respect. So we give him the old bow. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you like to play in the comments, whether it's aggressive or whether you like to camp for that chicken dinner. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Later.